Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and today we're going to be talking a little Pacifica. So I'm taking a page out of Emily Noel's book and we're doing a little top 5, bottom 5. I wanted to focus on one brand this month and I kept going back and forth between Pacifica and Found. But with the brand Found, they just didn't have enough products in the line that I actually wanted to try. But Pacifica, they did, and I also already had a few of the products as well. So I picked up a few other things, and I had originally done this video like a get ready with me full face Pacifica, and I filmed it, but oh man, some of these are so bad. I was getting so irritated in the video, so we're just gonna do top 5, bottom 5. I'll talk you through the products, why I like them, why I dislike them. And to be fair, I have 5 top products, but only one of them I don't know if I'd recommend to everybody, but I'll mention it anyway, you know, just in case it works for you. So let's start with the bottom 5, that way we can end on a high note. So one of the products I just don't like from Pacifica are their eyeshadows. They used to have a really good eyeshadow formula. It was unlike anything I had ever tried from any brand. It was so smooth and so silky, pigmented, easy to work with, and I loved them. They've discontinued that formula and they put out stuff like this now. You know, they're a brand that's all vegan, all cruelty free, and I feel like what is with the packaging though? Like, this easily could have been a really slim package. And even before, when they had their other eyeshadows, they had them in this really big, bulky, like thick cardboard. It was just so strange how bulky they make the packaging, considering that they stand for all kinds of other stuff. Their eyeshadow formula is just not for me. I think it is so just like, it's so much fallout, very little pigmentation, really difficult to work with. Not my favorite. I'm not even sure why I still have this. Okay, This is one of the worst things I've tried in my life. I did mention this in another video, in my try this not that video. This is their brushed up brows Dream Big brow gel. Oh, I had it on the other side, so here you go. Dream Big brushed up brow gel. So I have here the shade dark medium, and maybe I should have gotten a lighter shade, but I really don't think the shade is the problem, although it is way too pigmented. It's the actual gel itself. So it's really nice packaging. It's a glass tube and it comes with a bent brush. And you think this would be really nice and really well suited for pushing up your eyebrows. I thought it would be, but I don't know if you can see how much product is on this brush. You know, I know like with some products, some mascara, some brow gels, there is sometimes you're like, oh, I'm gonna wipe off the excess, but this one, no matter how much I wipe off the excess, it is still so overloaded. I've even wiped it with a tissue and it's so pigmented. Like, it's way too dark. Yeah, maybe I just picked the wrong shade, but even then, the gel is so messy. It gets all over my skin. It just makes a huge mess. And the gel is so crumbly as well. And the gel, although it sets and holds your brows hard as a rock on your face, like you can feel them moving throughout the day, it flakes and crumbles all day long, and it's very annoying. So this is one of the worst brow gels I've ever used, if not the worst. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody for any reason. Definitely check out the NYX Thick It Stick It. I think that's 1,000 times better than this. No, not good from Pacifica. This is definitely easy pass from Pacifica, unfortunately. Another product in the bottom 5 is actually this one here. This is the Sundreams Bronzer Duo. So I thought this would be pretty cool because it comes with a bronzer and a really cool highlighter. And I thought these were like a perfect match. You know, it's this really nice medium brown highlighter that's matte and this really pretty golden highlight. So I don't know, maybe this just isn't for my skin tone, but I don't think they had more than 2 shades. Did they even have 2 shades? I don't remember. This is the one that just says Sundreams Bronzer Duo. It doesn't have a shade name on it or anything. But it says it's a golden peach shimmer highlighter and a medium brown matte bronzer. So the bronzer for me, for my skin tone, is over the top pigmented. It's way too dark for me, which, yeah, maybe I picked the wrong shade. But it's just not for me. That's why it's in the bottom 5. And then the highlighter, you can see that I've been using the highlighter. It's very difficult to pick this up on a brush. Like earlier, I was trying to put it on so you could see it in the video, and you have to like go to town with your brush to get this highlighter to pick up, which is kind of odd because the bronzer is way over the top pigmented. I actually thought this was gonna look more like a foiled eyeshadow. Kind of difficult to use for me. Even with a really light hand, it's just the tone is too pigmented. So even if I try to buff it out, it just looks really wrong on my skin tone. Just not for me. And I think, how many products is that? 3. All right, we have 2 more. Let's do this one. This is the Vegan Collagen Overnight Recovery Cream. So I actually bought this a while ago. I want to say over a year at this point. It sounded so good. Overnight recovery cream. I'm all about the sleeping masks and a lot of night cream. And I like my skin to feel just like thick with products when I go to sleep. And I thought this sounded really, really good. It says it has flower extracts. It's in a nice glass jar. The scent. It's one of those smells I don't like, but I'm gonna keep smelling it anyway. It has such a strong scent to it that it's impossible for me to use it. It's a lovely, lovely texture though. Like, it feels great on my skin. Gives me a monster headache, and a monster headache. It has a scent like it's just like a really dated kind of cream scent where it's really floral and kind of powdery smelling. It's just not for me. Again, another product just not for me. It feels great on the skin though, so maybe if you don't mind really strong fragrances in your nighttime skincare, you might like this. You know, there's always other options out there. I don't think you need to go out of your way to buy this, but it did feel great on the skin, just really crazy in the perfume department. And then the last product, oh man, it's this. The Kind Tint Tinted Serum. I did talk about this also in my Try This Not That video. This is a tinted serum, so it's a very lightweight type of foundation-y type of product. But I just cannot get on board with this stuff. So I don't know if you could see it here. It just doesn't blend. No matter what I do, and it's already dry. Okay. This just dries so quickly. You can't even like smear it around your face. It starts drying right away and it stays right there. So even if you were blending it like this and there are streaks and stuff still because you're blending, it's gonna dry just like that. It's gonna get so thick and difficult to move. And then it just sits right on top of the skin. It's so annoying. It just dries down so quickly, so thick. It's impossible to blend. It doesn't sink into the skin. It doesn't look nice on the skin, at least in my experience. A lot of people really like this though, and on Ulta's website anyway, they had a ton of really great reviews. People say this is their favorite one ever, and I'm like, how are you using it? Although someone did leave me a comment saying to maybe try mixing it with some oil or do like an oil primer on my face first. Maybe it'll make it like blend a little better, but so far, I've had no luck with this. If you have this and you're using it and you love it, let me know what you're doing because this just doesn't work for me. And I wouldn't recommend this to anybody in my experience. All right, now we got the duds out of the way. Let's talk about the good stuff. So the first thing I have to talk about are these eyeliners. I don't know if these are new to their line. They're just called Vegan Longwear Eyeliner. That's what the package said on them. They are so beautiful. Why was I sitting so far that whole time? Oh boy. Anyway, they're so pretty. There's 4 really pretty pastel colors. At first I had only purchased the purple one. Let me swatch them for you. They are a wooden pencil. Of course, you're gonna have to sharpen it, and they're not the smoothest pencil ever. If you're used to using a gel eyeliner or a gel pencil, these aren't gonna be like that. They do drag a tiny bit. It's not enough for me to even feel like they're tugging or anything like that. It's a nice smooth application, but it's a tad bit dry, but I feel like that's to be expected with the wooden pencil for the most part. I don't know. It's 4 really cool pastel colors. I absolutely love these. There's a purple one, a pink one, blue, and then like a teal kind of color, or like, yeah, like teal, I guess. They're amazing. I'm not sure if you can see from there, but I do have on the green one on my lower lash line and then kind of like up this part of the lid here. And that's how I've been wearing these liners just about every single day I grab for one. I've sharpened each of them multiple times already. I had originally only purchased the purple one and I loved it so much I went and got the other 3 colors. Absolutely love these. If you want some really fun like pastel eyeliners for spring or summer or for whatever, I love these ones. I think they're great. And they do last a long time. Right where I put it all day, it'll stay there till I take it off at night. But they also remove really easily. So strange. But yeah, love the liners. Another thing I really love for Pacifica, I feel like I've talked about this a lot, it's their Cherry Bomb Cherry Cheek Powders Face Palette. So I got this as a Christmas gift a couple of years ago, and it has just 4 really pretty blush colors in it. And I wear the heck out of this. I feel like all of these are just so neutral. They kind of go with anything. I grab for this when I don't know what else to use, because although you will get this color on your cheeks, it's not over the top. Like some of these you do have to kind of build up, but it's so easy to build it up, so easy to blend. They're very, very neutral, at least on my skin tone, and I absolutely love this thing. I think it's a very hidden gem, not just for Pacifica, but just like in makeup in general. I think it's really beautiful. And this isn't something that I probably would have purchased myself. Like even now buying the stuff this month that I wanted to try from Pacifica, I don't know if this would have been the thing that I purchased, but I'm so glad I have it now. I absolutely love it, and I reach for it all the time. It's so, so good. All right, next up, we have to talk about this. This is the Watermelon Seed Body Butter. Oh my goodness. This is so, so good. This actually came with this as part of that Christmas gift from a couple years ago. And when I first opened this, I actually thought it was a hair mask. I just kind of looked at it. I don't know why I didn't read it, but I opened it, I smelled it, and I was like, oh, it's a hair mask. And I put it in my drawer with my hair stuff. And so I never really used it as a lotion until about 2 months ago, because I was pulling out the Pacifica stuff and I was like, oh, I want to try everything from Pacifica that I have and like get reacquainted with it. And I pulled this out and I was like, wait, it's body butter. Oh my gosh, it's been sitting there this whole time waiting to be used as a hair mask. All right, this is what it looks like. Looks like a delicious pudding. It smells so good. It smells exactly like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Sweet, fake, delicious, fake watermelon scent. It smells so good. A little goes a long way with this. When I first used this, I scooped out like I would normally scoop out lotion, and it was like going everywhere. It was way, way over the top. So start slow with this, get a little bit. You can always add more, but once you have too much on, you're just gonna be thick with lotion. Little goes a long way, but it's really easy to spread. It sinks in nicely. My skin feels great all day. It doesn't feel sticky or heavy or anything with like long sleeve shirt or pants on top of it, as long as you don't go crazy with it. It feels so great on my skin, and although the scent smells strong in the tube or in the tub, I don't smell it all day long. Like when I get home from work and I'm like changing my clothes, I get like a whiff of it, but the scent doesn't like stay around all day long. It doesn't give me a headache or anything like that. I love this. I look forward to using it all the time. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's called Watermelon Seed Body Butter with watermelon and turmeric. I gotta smell it again. All right, the fourth thing is this face wash. I feel like I've talked about this face wash before too. It's the Seafoam Complete Face Wash. This is what it looks like here. They do have a few other face washes. I haven't tried any of the other ones. This is the only one I keep repurchasing. It says it removes makeup, cleanses, and tones. It's got coconut water and sea algae complex and powerhouse antioxidants. It does say it removes makeup, but on the back it says to avoid the eye area. I love using this on my eye makeup. And fun fact, this is actually the first face wash that actually made me want to get interested in skincare, because at the time, this was years ago at this point, I didn't have a skincare routine. I just slept in my makeup every single day, and in the morning I would just wash off what I could. Like I didn't know how to remove makeup at all, and when I bought this, it said it removed makeup, and it does. It removes everything, and although it does say don't use in the eye area, I use it on my eye makeup all the time, and that's actually why I love this so much, because as much as I love cleansing balms, I'm cleansing balm crazy. I love cleansing oils and different face washes. I don't like using cleansing balms and cleansing oils on my eye area. I just find them too annoying to remove. They make my eyes kind of cloudy. So I like to use something else, and this is fantastic. It removes everything. The eyeliner, eyeshadow, mascara, everything like that. Keep your eyes closed, but I like rub in my lash line and everything. It doesn't irritate my eyes whatsoever. I absolutely love this, love this. I have repurchased it many times over the years, but every time I finish up a tube, I don't immediately want to purchase it again because of the scent. I think this scent is sick. I just don't like it. It's such a fake, sweet, the fakest coconut smell you've ever smelled. That's what this smells like, and it makes my stomach turn when I use it, but it's so good. I overlook it, you know. It's got one fatal flaw and it's that scent. But this is amazing. If you are looking for a do-it-all, one and done, makeup removing face wash, it's also gonna clean your face without stripping it, this is the one. Like, this is absolute perfection in my eyes, except for that scent. Amazing, amazing face wash. And then the last thing I wanna mention, this is the thing I was saying was like the fifth thing, but I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. It's the Glow Baby Brightening Peel Pads, 10% AHA and BHA. So I love a pre-soaked pad, especially when it's soaked with some sort of acid or some sort of toner, and that's what these are. You can tell there's like fruit acids in here just by the scent that comes off of them. It's not like super strong or anything, but you could just kind of smell like maybe there's papaya in there or something like that. Maybe it's the apple fruit extract, but there's like a light fruit scent here, but also a lot of like skincare smell. I don't know. So they're just these single use, like one side's smooth and one side's textured pad here. So it's a chemical exfoliant soaked on a pad. Use it up to 3 times a week. Normally stuff like this doesn't irritate my skin. I feel like I put crap all over my skin all the time. I've built up a tolerance and I rarely have reactions. Nothing really turns my face red or stings or burns. But these did. They sting and they tingle a lot. And it does say on here, you know, you might feel burning or stinging. They sting so much that I feel like I want to rinse my face off. But the results are so good that I don't mind it. Once I do the rest of my skincare, I put on like a soothing mask and a lot of moisturizer. It completely goes away. My skin is not red. It's not irritated. It doesn't peel at all. But that's why I'm saying this isn't going to be for everybody. Maybe if you've already built up your tolerance or you're used to using higher percentages of acids, like this is 10% AHA and BHA, that might be a lot for some people. I would say these probably aren't for you. I really like them though, love the results, although they do sting and tingle a little too much for comfort. But yeah, I still really like them. But that is it. That is my top 5, bottom 5 Pacifica. I would love to know if you agree with me or disagree. I would also love to know some other stuff from Pacifica you've tried. And let me know if you've tried that skin tint and if you've gotten it to work for you. I would love to know. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.